Hey everyone, so for those of you that saw my last review, I reviewed 1995's Academy Award winning Best Picture Braveheart. Now, that was supposed to be, I forgot to mention, I apologize, that was supposed to be the start of me reviewing all of the Academy Award winning Best Picture winners from 1995 to present day. So, with that in mind, now I'm going to review 1996's Academy Award winning Best Picture, The English Patient. Now, I know some of you are thinking, what's The English Patient about? Well, I'm going to explain that right now. Basically, it's about this pilot who, he's in a plane, he crashes in the desert, and he's found by the army, and this nurse starts taking care of him. The nurse is played by Juliette Binoche, who actually won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. So she's starting to take care of him. They start to develop feelings for one another. Like you can kind of see that they are really liking each other. For the nurse, it's a lot more than just like caring for him in a nurse type fashion. Like it seems like a lot more than that, and eventually it happens where it's a lot more than that. Yeah, that's really all I can say without giving away the movie. But I'm gonna get into the positives now. For starters, this movie, it's an independent made film. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Most independent film movies, especially ones that win Best Picture, they're extremely well filmed, and this movie is no exception. The cinematography is out of this world. I mean, there were some really, really crisp moments where they do a really good job of showing off the desert. Which, I mean, you don't really think about it too often because there aren't too many movies that take place in the desert other than like Lawrence of Arabia. I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of enjoyed this movie more than not The English Patient, more than Lawrence of Arabia, which I know a lot of people would probably punch me in the face for saying that, but there you go, I said it. I also think that the acting in this film was top notch. I mean, Juliette Binoche, I've mentioned her name already, but she did a really good job. I think that she actually did deserve the Oscar, and I'm glad that she won it. William Dafoe, I didn't mention this before, he's in this movie, and he plays a minor role, but he's really good in this film. He's just a supporting character. I also think that the music in this film is pretty good. You kind of get that feeling that you're in the desert based on the music, and of course, that's the point of it, so I really enjoyed that. The dialogue in this film, most romances fall flat based on the dialogue, but I'm not gonna lie, the dialogue in this film, it was actually good. Like, it was actually well written, it actually felt like there's some depth to it, so I enjoyed that aspect of it. I also really liked how they focused on the characters. This isn't a movie that is a war film. Like, it's a war romance, but there isn't that much war to it. So do not go into this expecting, like, Saving Private Ryan, shall we say? Because it's not. This is... One critic said it, and I kind of agree with him. This is like Casablanca in the desert, just not as good. And that's why I'm going to mention the negatives now. I'll be honest, guys. This film is kind of boring. I mean, this movie gets a lot of flack for the pacing. Like, when this came out, you had the people that loved it, and then you had the people that simply hated it. Like, they simply hated it because of the pacing. I'm falling somewhere in the middle because I thought that for the first hour and 20 minutes of this movie, I really liked it. I really cared about the characters. I was really into the romance. But then it just started dragging on, and then you just kind of felt like, what does she see in him now? Like, come on, like, keep in mind, this is a 3-hour movie almost, guys, so it just doesn't balance out well. It just feels over long, and that really affected the movie. The pacing and editing, it just hasn't aged well, guys. I mean, I'll be honest, it hasn't aged well, and when you think about it, Fargo came out the same year as this, and Fargo, that has aged extremely well. That movie, that's a near masterpiece. That should have won Best Picture over The English Patient. Now, I can appreciate films. I love filmmaking, especially as an art. But The English Patient just doesn't quite make it. It just kind of feels pretentious at times, and it kind of feels like you're trying way too hard on this, and for me, it kind of bogged down the movie for me, and it's why I can only give The English Patient a 3.5 out of 5-star rating, or for those that like a letter grade, a C. So this is one of the lower Best Picture winners in the 1990s. I think Fargo should have won Best Picture. But if you are interested in seeing The English Patient, it's on Netflix. Fargo's on Netflix too. I'd say watch Fargo, but The English Patient, you should still give it a view so you can say, oh, I've seen 1996's Best Picture winner in The English Patient. Next on the list, it's not on Netflix, but I'm going to be reviewing Titanic. I know a lot of you guys that have subscribed to my channel are very much looking forward to that, so I'll try and have that ASAP. And as always, guys, thank you for watching and have an excellent rest of your day.